Okay, it's a little later than normally planned on it, but hey, it's been a weird day, so figured some stuff that came up. Time to start talking about it here. So let's start off with the front here. A little more about this Shatner thing. It's apparently a show that is currently in development. The only one currently in development is the sitcom idea Tawny Newsome is heading up. So it's like, who the hell knows? I mean, Shatner's always been kind of stymied with his comedic conditions. So I don't know. I mean, that's how they kind of got Kate Mulgrew to come back as Janeway. The fact that it was going to be as a hologram. Okay, well, we can do weird things with holograms. All right, well, let's dig this first one here. I think this one looked interesting. The top, 10, Star Trek plot twists. Let's see what they. What does Anthony Cooper think the top 10 plot twists are? Let's see. The canon knows where the shocking unexpected twist identifies storyline, yada yada yada. Janeway's hologram on the Uncharted project. Well, I'm not sure what the plot twist. And again, that was one of the selling points of the show. So how much of a twist is it? Captain Pike's injuries and insurrection to Menagerie. It's in the teaser. How can you call it a plot twist and you're still setting up the plot to begin with? Not much of a plot twist. It's a matter of so they can incorporate Captain Pike into the wraparound stuff without having to hire back Jeffrey Hunter. Because there's one actor, one of their regular extras, Sean Kinney. He looks kind of like Chris Pine. Chris Hunter. Jeff Hunter. Like if they were to, I think if they were to do something now, I would bring. He's still around. He's doing the convention circuit. I'd be, hey, want to play Pike for real? We can actually have some lines. And I think I would do something where, maybe, somehow going back to Talos 4 and you meet up with Pikey with these illusion forms. This is them now. Let's see. Discovery's secret mission that starts. Who cares? Let's see. Shin's on it, and that was another case of more or less plot twist. More like, how the hell did they get the chance to do this and why? Within the Stargate universe, Picard is not the main character. He's a captain on a very prominent ship, but he's not in a position to really do anything. So what would be the point there? Section 31 revealed an Inquisition. Okay, that one's a bit. This one I do quite. That one came out of what? You're who? Voyager in Europe. No, that's not a plot twist. That's your plot resolution. So the thing will destroy the time ship, you destroy all the time disruptions, and everything snaps back to normal. I think Anthony doesn't know what a plot twist is. And Picard's board. Again, cliffhanger does not. That's not a. This is the plot. Kirk's death in Generations. I don't know. Okay, kind of almost swerves into it here with in the Pale Moonlight. The plot twist was, they thought they'd been counted out. It's okay. He gets back to Romulus. We're dead. The plot twist was Garak arranging to blow up the shuttle on the way back. There's your plot twist. And the thing is, they picked up little imperfections in the hologram production and the holodeck. The holographic, record or whatever that picked up that it was a fake. But as Garak said, now they'll see it as defects caused by the explosion and buy it as real. There's So the plot twist being blowing up the shuttle not only keeps the Senator Kretak silent, it also helps sell the story. So, but otherwise, Okay, I suppose Spock going down the hot wire of the warp drive that would qualify, I guess. But the rest of these are not really plot twists. They're plot developments. They're plot setups for God, especially Pike in the Menage. That's not a plot twist. It's in the freaking teaser. Within the story of the cage, the plot twist is finding out that no, the sirens come in. It's all an illusion. There's your twist. These guys turned me down for a gig. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Bring up another one here. Now, what's this about? The project encourages fans to nominate. Okay, maybe. I mean, winning a Hugo would certainly, help. It wouldn't hurt. But Netflix is going to be looking at, well, how many people are still airing it? No, they're still watching the thing. At which point I would, if they dropped off, I would criticize Netflix saying, this is what you get for releasing everything all at once. The one thing Paramount Plus has done right, you dole that out week by week, so you get that week-to-week thing, and the people will build it up. You get it all at once, that you kill off the entire show in a couple days. And then it's like, when was the last time I heard anybody talk about Prodigy? It's like let's see, when did they drop? Yeah, July of last year. I mean, yeah, I got the whole thing downloaded. I haven't watched the second of it. Because I'll get to it. And I might get into with. I've also heard things about the end. Like, do I really want to watch this now? Yeah. Part of the problem with spoiler warnings, you hear developments like no. If you're hooking up the Discovery at the end of it, I'd rather not even bother. But now they're starting to. I mean, that appreciate tempo. It's frankly a little kind of cringy when you start thinking, "Hey, help us get a Hugo Award." No other Star Trek show has ever had the shill to get a Hugo nomination. Frankly, a lot of them have gotten Hugo nominations and wins that really didn't deserve them. You just know it's tradition. It's a Star Trek show. We have to nominate, don't it? No, not really. But if it sucks, don't nominate it. Simple as that. Okay, 5 actors who can play Captain Kirk in the next Star Trek movie. How about we get off this kick of it has to be Kirk and the crew? Okay? That's what's hamstringing a lot. Well, we got to do it. No. We've had like 5 other captains, and I think there's one thing people forget what the big thing that Next Generation proved. It doesn't have to be Kirk and Spock. He brought in an entire new crew. You can have other ships. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be the Enterprise. A whole lot of James Ingram. William Shatner said he'd soon talk to a Star Trek show right about possibly reprising the character as Shatner voiced Kirk in the 21. Truth be told, that was actually recycled soundtrack stuff. And yeah, I'm also with over sidetrack and attacking on both. Paul Wesley, he doesn't have that same character. And Chris Pine, it's like he was going for more of a Han Solo type, and the way they wrote him, it's like, yeah, he was getting a reckless renegade type, but that wasn't Kirk in the first place. But what if the Kelvin crew don't return? Pretty much, if they do a reboot again, it's like, forget it, not doing it, okay? Wes Chatham. Whatever. Taron Egerton? I don't think so. It's like, really? They're really reaching. And whoever the hell this kid is, Sorry, I haven't watched Cobra Kai. What is it? You think that looks like Shatner? That's what I'm looking at for Kirk with it. That's it. No, get off the idea of it has to be Kirk and Spock. That's what hamstrung in the first damn place. Is insisting on doing a reboot of them. And you played into stereotypes. You weren't playing into what was actual Star Trek. You're playing into stereotypes of what everyone thinks Star Trek is. You weren't playing to Star Trek. And you got a lot of one-time guys tuning in. They're showing up at the theaters. Oh, no, it's a Star Trek movie. We haven't done one of these in a while. And yeah, big box office, it looks like. It wasn't the box office they're looking for. They're trying to turn Star Trek into a Marvel, with $1 billion franchise type thing. It ain't going to happen. I'm sorry. Once upon a time, maybe back around the time of Star Trek 4. That was your biggest moneymaker right there as far as you crossover. And, the big crossover audience there. It was the first one to really, I think I need to update that chart. That whole box, I need to update that thing and adjust inflation the whole 9 yards. Because Star Trek is a niche fandom within science fiction fans. And science fiction fandom is a niche fandom. So we're talking a niche within a niche. There's a lot of sci-fi fans who cannot stand Star Trek, okay? It's called the McDonald's of Star Trek. It's entry level, really. Let's be honest here. It's great for science fiction television, but as far as science fiction in general, it ain't Rendezvous with Rama, okay? It's not the Foundation trilogy. It's slightly more elevated space opera. Let's be honest here, okay? It's not Star Wars, which is pure space opera, but it is, it's got a little bit, but the science in it is really, one of your, it's the typical science thing you find in a Marvel comic book. It looks plausible. It looks like it'd work. Realistically, not. It's got its own rules in there, which JJ and Alex violate on a regular basis. It's like, Kirk, Spock's thing about, did we talk, when we talk like the whales thing, we, be making the sounds, but not the vocabulary. We responded in gibberish. They're responding in gibberish here. So why shows like Prodigy and Lower Decks resonate, because, okay, these guys know the language. You may not necessarily like what they're saying all the time, but at least you understand it, and you can tell they're coming from a place of they know they're part of the tribe. Okay, but it's like, oh God, please. The only thing, hopefully before too long, we'll get a report from Shatner of what's in the works here, and if anything happens with it. But it's like, again, the only thing in active development right now is this sitcom idea of oh God. I'm fighting to sneeze, so I can't think. Didn't hit the mute this time. From Tawny Newsome. And again, I'm like, her involvement fills me with some hope. Okay, she's a hardcore fan. She's, she will keep it honest, so she has to. A live-action sitcom will be a hard pill to swallow. People kind of bought into the Lower Decks because it was animated, so there was a little plausible wall of deniability there. Made the comedy go down a little better, But I don't know. Again, we have no idea what angle she's thinking about this show. Would it be kind of a workplace thing? Again, the kind of the lower level stuff, not the frontline ship stuff. Where would Shatner fit in there? It's supposedly be Shatner as Kirk in some form. And I don't know, you know. And if it's some sort of development deal that is not officially in studio development, then anything's possible. We shall see. So we do have some people watching. I can see the counter there. So come on, if you have any questions, toss it up here. Because I threw out the invite to the usual suspects and not getting anybody to come here. And otherwise, I'm liable to go back on a rant on something that has nothing to do with Star Trek. I'd rather not go into politics or trans shit right now. Well, I could be reference about the live stream that Indy is doing right now. The whole thing about it, just cut off levels of the shirt. If you're still wearing shit underneath, it's pointless. That kind of gag only works if you're naked under the shirt. If you've only still got a jock strap on with a fucking plastic dick and that binder, it's like, And that's just shows he is promising a cum show at 1,000. We'll see if she makes it because 800. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. Turn that down. Nothing is happening. Straight 8s across the board, but it's like not the kind of thing I want to. Well, let's see. Whoops, not the ringer. Oh, yeah, the ringer. Okay. However, I'm having a nice little chat with Amaranth. Yes, I'm trying to get friendly here. Whoops. So if nothing's going on, I would love to have you. God knows I could use the viewership boost. Let me do that. We're just go there. And they're talking shit. Okay. Just in case, you never know. I mean, God knows, Oh, yeah, this time I'm going to mute for a second here. But yeah, when I get to mute, then suddenly the sneeze goes away. All right. So I figured hell. She's shown up for me other times, so I tend to show off for her. Amaranth, well, I prefer to, I prefer to call her Kate. Keep it personal, The Amaranth, moniker to another, but I just think, hey, keep it a little more real. But you never know. We could have a celebrity drop by. So, and if she feels so inclined, yes, I will happily send her a link to join the panel. We can talk directly and have a little fun. If it's a slow night for her where she's not getting the the gooners coming in, it's like, hey, why not? Goof around a little bit. We get one of those, say, what did you like about me in the month? And I said, no, I don't. Frankly, to be honest, I like the personality. I am drawn to intelligence and a good sense of humor. And she's a total goofball. It's like the fact that she's drop dead gorgeous is, talent is icing on the cake. Otherwise, she's a fun person. So okay. So yeah, and what do we got going here? some footage of something regarding Artemis. Have they already orbited the moon? Okay, Blue Ghost Lander. I think that's somebody doing it. The moon is becoming a very popular place, I've noticed. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Really shouldn't be checking Instagram while I'm doing this. Okay. But you people are not providing me with feedback, okay? I'm mainly doing this because I'm waiting for an Amazon delivery. But that could be any time in the next hour or so. And I wanted to get these things because I leave them hanging up overnight. And it's like, get them out the way because this is piling shit up. What's this? All right, get out of that. And then that. The usual chat is letting me down here. How dare you people have lives? All right. Okay, another new. I may have to knuckle down and eventually get a second JJ Price model to complete this because the starboard port half the secondary the starboard half secondary hull is just bent, horribly warped. When they pull it happens when you pull the sprue out of the mold too soon or something. It doesn't. It cools. It cools down. It gets weird. And the primary hull was warped a bit. I managed to correct that somewhat, but the secondary hull is just like, frankly, both sides are a little bit warped. But the port half I can work with. The starboard half is very bad. I still got to work with it some in order just to get it properly lined up right. And also, it looks like I may have lost a part, the one that goes behind one of the Bussards. So and that one is on my own film file. It's over here somewhere on the floor under something. I can probably find it, but it might be easier just get a second kit, mix and match pieces. Maybe use the remainder kit. Normally the situation is build a wreck ship. Maybe do a little diorama of I mean, I've got enough of these guys floating around. It's like just break some phase where it's blowing the crap out of me. I'm gonna get do a reenactment of my picture from back in the day. Yeah, this guy here. Yeah, figured something with that sucker. Look at this, I think that might get good marks at the model show. Yeah. But okay. All right, I suppose I can probably keep this short, just a half-hour stream, but get the stuff out there. Just want to offer up something, with some discussion about the UN voting for all and this. I think it may be concerned if we're going to veto or something or other, but the UN has not done anything useful except put out the occasional interesting Christmas card in decades. They have done nothing to promote. In fact, they've usually been the obstacle to peace. They've caused more wars, probably. And this reminding peace cannot be imposed. Situation. The hostilities have to stop, or it's not stopped. So it's like the UN just need to shut up, stay out of the way, okay? Let the professional deal makers make the deal, okay? Trump literally wrote the book on the art of making deals. Okay. And he knows what he's doing. He had, what his track record ended more. Okay, I'm gonna delivery soon, so I'm gonna go and wrap this up here. But like I said, the end of the dove. It's like those who fake must stop themselves, otherwise it's not stopped. So there's a certain point of like let's just let what happens happen. Okay, stay out of the way. Let the professionals do the work. So on that note, we'll talk at you later.